topic.
Episode 25, Organ Brothers. Let's go.
It'll be interesting.
Say this shit to your shit.
Let's go. Give my man Mello a shot, man. Mello, man, basketball. That nigga still dropped 15 in this state.
Well, he was averaging 17 at Oklahoma State. Oklahoma State.
He gonna shoot a bad percentage, but they gotta give him a shot,
You
dog.
don't play no defense.
Don't need to. Ain't not too many characters.
Ain't too many people in the league play defense.
Get a man a shot, man.
You ever ready?
You better than James, huh?
This shit freezing up on.
Yeah, ain't too many people play defense. Not the first 82
What's the
games.
topic, Keith?
Huh? So we're gonna go on Melo to the Nets. We're gonna do the White versus Shaq. Kobe.
D. White. My man Kobe. Kobe
versus-
comments.
Yeah,
You
Kobe
want those
comment
again?
about Shaq. I don't care.
Cool, man. You ready again?
Keith said, I'm about that life.
One point.
LSU Joe Burrow.
Burrow,
We're
we
gonna
trust,
get
man.
you a t-shirt, Joe Burrow.
Burrow, we trust.
I'm sure they got shirts in LSU about that stuff for real.
Burrow, we trust.
Joe Burrow.
Burrow gonna shock the world.
And yeah, the third one at Taco Tuesday.
Yeah, Taco Tuesday.
Taco Tuesday. He got a crave going, though. Everybody be on the ground probably saying that joint.
But Taco Tuesday.
Nah, that shit been out.
That shit been out, bro.
It's been out, bro.
I'm saying, but for making money off it, why not?
It's been out, bro.
I ain't saying it wasn't been out.
Bro, why
I'm saying
why he
just
trying to trademark it?
Just
Why
like
not?
Paris Hilton trademark it when they had the saying that's hot.
No, you trying to get money, why not?
Yo, that's like Tom Brady tried to trademark Tom Terrific.
Yeah, Tom.
He did.
He
No,
tried
they
to.
did.
I mean, he denied him.
Yeah,
He
they
denied him.
denied
Yeah, he denied
Like,
him.
yo, bro, that's lame.
LeBron is lame.
If you bring your chip, you won't be saying that.
He can
Exactly.
bring me one. He can bring us one.
You won't be saying nothing like, man. I respect his mind.
He don't bring me one. I'm gonna say he lame. He came there like
You got a Pelicans hat on all of a sudden, huh?
I always rock the city, though. Always. That don't mean I need a chip on. I rock the fresh gear.
Wow.
I just don't need a chip on.
Oh, wow.
I don't need a chip
You
on.
watch my
dog.
Pelicans, huh?
I don't need a chip on.
But
I mean,
you know-
at the end of the day, I want him to do well for the city.
But you know, I'm gonna be rooting for him this year because my boy from Duke,
We got a whole Duke squad. That joint.
we got Duke Nation in there.
So you gonna be a Pelican?
Nah,
like
I'm a
you
Laker
a
fan.
John Wall fan?
I'm a Laker fan, but I'm saying I'm gonna
You
be
a
watching.
KD fan?
I'm a KD fan.
Yeah, I mean, come on, dog. You got like 8 teams, dog.
No, it's not team.
You
It's
got a Nets
players.
fan now?
They
Huh?
said KD.
You got a Nets fan too now?
Bro, they said your boy Wall, John Wall, handling that fat out.
You got
Wow, they probably hard to work out too.
Yeah.
I mean, but you gotta eat right there.
I don't know.
they pro athlete though. They shouldn't be gaining that kind of weight. Even if you got a injury like that with the Achilles.
Nutritionist with a
Yeah,
chef.
they should be.
Yeah, he got a chef. He got plenty of money.
But he be out here drinking like, yo, like
He
he
be, he be straight. Yeah.
You turn it
More
up.
than any money.
Damn, I'm going to die too. Alright, we don't know. It's 30 minutes. We gonna do it anyway.
Yes, sir.
Y'all ready? Let's get it. Let's get it.
Well, yeah, he was still waiting on his thing to start unfreezing. Otherwise, I'm gonna pull up my old thing. I have to. Cause you ain't trash over.
Donald John look new. Got the light still coming on the apple.
What?
And then in the Apple, the MacBook don't, the light don't come on no more. They start doing that.
That shit old.
Oh, for real?
Yeah,
That's
they
the
start
pink
doing
bills
that.
on
Yeah,
I don't really do too much.
yeah, they don't do the light shit no more. Yeah, so this shit's actually old.
I don't do too
Oh,
much of that.
that's what it is.
Yeah. Mine the MacBook. This is the
Okay,
latest one.
so his was more because the light was on.
Nah, this is the latest one right here.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, they don't do that shit no more. Nah, they don't do that no more. Cut that shit out.
Man, bro, people don't have cookouts like they used to,
You
man.
know, they don't though. No, when we do the single, hey, yeah, we look out every weekend.
Yeah,
Nobody.
I don't think people, period, just don't have them. Shit
I
expensive.
feel like being bothered.
Yeah,
It's
it's
expensive,
all about
bro.
in my house.
Man.
What's up? I'm about to go to one out leave
Yeah.
here.
Where we going,
We
Joe?
ain't get no invite.
Where we going?
That's what we
Jay,
do.
where we going,
That's what we
Jay?
do.
Say the Organ Brothers be classy.
That's what we do.
I'm going to dad. I'm going to
Yeah.
dad. I'm going to dad and
We going to
dad-
VA?
I'm going to dad and mom's house. You know what I mean?
Oh, man, we know we got an invite.
That's how we
You
do.
know we got an invite.
Where they live at?
Yeah.
Where they live at, though? It depends on where they
Alexander,
live.
right?
Yeah, Fairfax.
Oh, yeah, we in there.
Keep driving me out there. Hey, Key might end up with 2 more tickets on this joint. He ain't doing that.
I go to North Virginia every day.
You know, ain't that follow you you go to work at.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
We
saying.
go Fairbanks County Parkway.
You go around the parkway, come around, you right there. It's about another 4 or 5 miles away, you right there.
Keep stopping that back leg.
Go ahead, man.
Keep stopping that back leg. He ain't going
I'm
to
telling you right there. I'll be like, yeah, they coming.
Nah.
They'll be like, oh yeah, what they want.
Nah.
Like, oh,
I'm
man,
gonna shop your mama caterer, right?
man, shit, dude.
I go to Virginia enough.
Yeah, I'm going to see what you got. I gotta stop by somewhere else, but I'm going right there.
It's all good. Let's wrap it
Yeah,
up.
man.
Let's still free.
Yeah. I'm trying to let it run because I was actually trying to say your stuff. Yeah, just give it about 10. Give it about 5 minutes. Gotta take a break for a second. Y'all ain't gotta run. Y'all ain't got nothing to do. Where y'all going?
I ain't going nowhere.
What you got? You got something to do?
Key always, you know, Key high
You
boy.
know, kid.
Key
Yeah.
high boy. He might have like 3.
I got bro. We recorded.
Shoes and
bro.
glass, man. Y'all boy I be going through cups.
Yeah.
That's what you buy a plastic cup for you
No.
in the
Go
work.
swim.
Yo,
You
bro.
good.
I treat my boys with luxury, dog. You get the
So
nice,
by the way, man,
nice glass.
I've been trying to.
I don't want you to drink out of plastic.
Oh, no, I've been thinking about something else though. That's why I'm thinking about other things. I'm thinking about trying to run a
Conglomerate.
what the hell are you talking about? No, I'm trying to run a trying to do a what's the name? I want to do a what's the name? I want to do a I want to do a
What you know?
I want to do a what's the
I'm
name?
drinking myself.
They got cold ones in there.
Oh,
I want to do I want to do what's the name? I want us to do a reality show with this shit.
I'm not interested.
So
Controversy do sell.
I want us to do.
Oh, what?
I want to have the. And
No,
not
but
just
say
me.
you wanna do
I want the
reality
reality show
show.
take mentality, right? Where I want us to have.
Key, all right? You feeling good, bro? You was drunk last night or something.
I was.
Yeah, you were drunk last night. I know. Right?
He ain't got not one sip of liquor.
His eyes was like glossy when he came in. I was like, I already knew that he had been drinking last
He
night.
trying to
Like,
bring off that alcohol.
bro, you had already told me he ran outside.
I was running
It's
outside.
happy hour somewhere, dog.
But no, I'm just I think we can. I think I can take different perspectives. I can take you record yourself, you ride, you record yourself. When we come to the show, I want to take all 3 people record themselves, talking, do whatever they do when we're about to record, while coming in, and then I want to take that and I'm gonna blend that shit together. I'm gonna make that shit into like a 20-30 minute podcast show, man. I'm gonna put it all like one reality. All y'all recording with you, like how you setting up. You can be recording yourself, you setting up, complaining about shit. Like, fuck, these boys gonna come late anyway.
Yep.
I want you to be natural. I want you to be in your natural frame of mind. But that's what I'm thinking, man. That's what I'm thinking. So I didn't read it by everybody, but I need everybody involved.
That'd be crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, if I can get my
Chicken
wife.
sandwich back
Hey,
up.
look, I can get my
I
wife.
heard they stopped selling.
Hey, you know what? I can get my wife to call me at the house. Like, when we watching the game.
I'm trying to
Fuck it, as soon as I get to the goddamn podcast, man, I gotta hit this shit.
Oh,
We done
shit.
lost.
Come on,
Like, this is like the basic stuff.
Before
Stuff
everybody
like
got
this.
Yeah.
I ain't waiting on
You know what?
fucking tickets, man.
And while we sitting at the house watching the game, man, these motherfuckers be killing me. As soon as I get to the podcast, man, I gotta hit these niggas' mouth. We done lost today.
Yes, sir.
Bullshit.
Y'all gonna lose, sir? Y'all gonna lose Texas A&M?
Yeah, Texas A&M beating them. Wow.
Who quarterback? Gun? For
Nah.
Texas A&M gonna beat
Ezra,
them.
what his
And
name?
then it was no damn.
Gun, right?
Texas A&M had them last year. Had them.
The circumstances last year was fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
We fumbled the ball. First of all, we
I don't
dropped
want to
3
hear
picks.
excuses,
It
man.
don't matter. We won the game.
That's part of football fun.
We won the game. Let's talk about can y'all beat Bama?
That game ain't till November. We worrying about Texas.
Yeah, you better.
Can y'all beat Texas?
Yes. We worrying about Texas.
Listen.
We ain't worrying about Alabama.
we got 6 days.
Yep. Y'all ain't beating. First of all, y'all ain't. First of all, you're not beating
Texas.
You're not beating Texas. Number one,
We're
you're
worried about
damn
Texas.
sure ain't beating anybody else.
We worrying about Texas right now. We're taking it one game at a time.
One game at a
We
time?
beat Texas. We'll be undefeated when we play Alabama.
No, you won't.
Who y'all got over there?
We'll be undefeated.
You got Texas and what?
Do me the favor.
Ole Miss, Mississippi State.
That's
So.
all I want y'all to do. Beat Auburn.
Shit, beat Auburn.
We beat them every year. We beat them every year.
Y'all don't beat them every year. But yeah, but beat them this time.
We beat them every year.
If you put them out there misery early, I'll be a happy man.
Well, we played them before we played y'all.
Yo, dude.
You play Auburn the third.
I think Georgia playing
You
the
know your schedule?
Georgia.
Huh? No, I ain't looked at it.
Georgia played them at the end. Georgia played Georgia. So look, I don't even think Georgia.
You play Auburn in the third game.
Yeah. Y'all played like the week after that. Y'all played Texas. So you might be ready.
That'll be an L for them.
That was probably an L for y'all. But it don't matter. If y'all beat them, please, Lord, because I can't stand off. And then, yeah, we'll take care of y'all in like November. So we already know this is how it's going to work. We know this is going to be a weekly. This is a yearly thing.
It's already a done deal.
It's already signed off.
They're going to be shocked when you wake up.
Bro, you saying it every year, bro.
Right.
You've been saying it for the last 8 years.
Look, last year he sat in here, we sat and watched the game, I took him out. Look, he laid on the floor like
Second half.
Hey, he looked like when old boy knocked out Pacquiao. He was just laid on the train. He was on that train like
second half, he was done, man. Ready? Yeah, we ready, bro. Yeah, ready.
Yes, sir.
Hold on.
That purple emoji. $5.
Yeah.
With
What
J.
you
Cole.
doing? Let me just take your volume back down there. Small browser computer. Hello.
Let's get it.
All right, Ray, what you playing?
That purple emoji by Ty Dolla and J. Cole. Want a little preview? Oh, you want something else?
Yeah, preview that. I don't know what that
Oh, you can pick whatever you want. Which one would you
Loud thing.
Something different, dog.
Hey man, look at that
I don't
space.
listen to like all those different types of songs that's out there.
Yeah, look at that space.
You know I need you, baby. So
Look at
much
that
on
space.
my mind, I ain't even
There's
really.
so many fucking songs out there. I can't piss into all the fucking songs that's out, dog. Shit.
Let's do what's my joint name? What's my joint name?
There you go. That is it. You know what I mean? That's it.
Show enough. What's my name? Show enough.
Everybody put us to sleep.
1, 2.
Everything litty, I love when it's hot. Turn to the city, I broke all the notch. Got some more minutes, I keep me a knot. I created history, it made me a lot. He tried to diss me and it ain't no faults. We call him Chaucer, cause they got a chop. Took her out of violence, cause that pussy pop. I run it like Nike, we got it on lock. Cardiac, I'm the boss man in a suit with no tie. I can't be sober, I gotta stay high. Put some syrup in the can and they drop. Riding the special like Vonnie and Clyde. Don't worry, baby, I keep me some fire. She need eggs and burgers, she cannot decide. The ladies Mercedes, here goes the surprise. Sleep on me, lady, her pussy, her pride. Digging her back while I'm gripping her side. You can make back, this ain't regular size. You really fly me like Pelican guys. Bitch, you ain't slick, I can tell her the skies. I'm playing let my wrist up against in the sky. She sing I might sound her and change her whole life. I told her to go and work on her eyes. Everything litty, I love when it's hot. Turn to the city, I broke all the notch. Got some more millions, I keep me a knot. I created history, it made me a lot. He tried to diss me and it don't faults.
We are back. Episode 25, you heard me? We about to get into it.
We heard you, Keith.
Put a fast one on it. Put a fast one.
Wow.
Since everybody heard me, we're going to go into the NBA right now. We're going to transition to the NBA. There's been a lot of chatter about
We ain't
Shamil.
just yet. We're at episode 25.
So it's a new episode. So you know what I'm saying? There's been a lot of chatter about Melo trying to get back into the league. I really think Melo still got something left, but he can come off the bench with the right mind state. You know, coming in saying I'm not a star player. I can give you something off the bench. So
It's all good, Keith. We talk how we won't talk. We won't do.
We're going to speak broken English. We're going to say a lot of different things all right here. But we're going to do what we got to do to get our point across.
But listen, so we're gonna transition, right? And what y'all think about? We got KD and Kyrie trying to get their boy a job, trying to get him back in New York. I think it'll be a good look if they can get him back in with the Nets. You know, since KD hurt, give him a little more firepower off the bench. Cause see, like the Lakers didn't want no part of Melo. There's a lot of chatter that they felt like LeBron, that was his boy, banana boat, should have got him back in the league with the Lakers. But KD and them picking up the mantle and trying to get him back in. So what y'all, we're gonna transition to Ray. What you think about it?
I think it'd be a good move. I just want Melo to be in the league. I think this whole situation is, definitely was a humbling situation. He just had to come in and say, look, man, 6 men get trophies. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could be a big time scorer off the bench and make a huge impact, Benny Johnson type. Come off the bench, give you that 15, 16 points a game.
And hold on, even better example. You said Benny Johnson. It's a very historic classic bringer right there. And I need to get one of his jerseys as a Piston fan. But Lamar Odom. Why not be a Lamar Odom for the Lakers?
Ginobili.
Or somebody like Ginobili.
No, he can be a Jamal Crawford type. You know what I'm saying? Because the Nets, they need some scoring off the bench. With KD being out, this season, I think he's gonna probably be out the whole season. They need something coming off the bench just to be that anchor to give Kyrie a little bit of help from a scoring standpoint.
So why can't be the starter this year?
Who?
Melo.
Not
Start. She said start her.
Start.
No.
Man, please.
No.
He's not starting over Hurt. He's not starting over Harris.
They got some young talent.
No, they got a lot of nice young talent on the Nets, but every team needs that cat off the bench. That when the starters just don't have it, man, I need you to go get 20 tonight. So I think Melo can do it. He just can't be like that Melo with the Knicks. Like, oh, I need to go out and get 25 shots.
So if they don't get that production from the 3 spot, what are you gonna do with Melo?
You can put him at the 4.
What I'm saying is, when we bringing him off the bench, right?
But you realize they do have LeVert.
Well, that's true.
But I'm saying so. Melo has always played well in the box. Like he can play that 4 and be a solid 4. Like nobody's just gonna be like punking him down on the block, but like Melo's a pushover. He's always been that scorer. Like you just don't lose that overnight. And from what I'm seeing on YouTube and the different, pickup games, Melo can still score. It's just his mentality, and I hope that's what this whole situation has, helped him to be, I can come in and help a team. And he just needs to say it. I know you said it on the Stephen A. Smith, piece with ESPN, but, he just has to come out and say, look, I want to come off the bench. I know I can be a piece. And if I got to play 15 minutes, 20 minutes, if you need me to play 40 minutes, I'm willing to do whatever I need to do to help a win. And I think the Nets will be a good situation, especially with KD out.
Okay, I got some breaking news just came through.
Your girl lost?
My girl lost, bro.
I just told you.
I
just told you.
The #1 player in tennis, Osaka, just got upset in the USA.
Who she lost to?
Belinda.
Yeah, it's like a Russian or something.
Yeah, she lost 5-7 and 4-6.
Well,
that's a whipping. That's a whipping.
Are you done with your take though?
Yeah, I'm done with my take. I think Melo, he definitely need to be in the league, but he's one of the best players still available in the league that can. Even Jamal Crawford, he's not on the roster. Like I'm surprised. Like what Jamal Crawford can give you.
High energy guy.
No, he can still score. Like Jay Crossover can still get it done, just like Melo can get it done. Maybe the team just want to go young. I mean, I get it, but young teams don't win in the NBA.
And we all know how Melo like living in New York and playing in New York.
Yep.
So it'll be plus. So JD, what you think? Should Melo get another shot in the NBA? You still think he got juice left?
I think Melo got a lot of his tank left. First, to go with your great
breaking news.
Breaking news right there.
Breaking news
Because of Osaka. Osaka's a phenomenal tennis player. But I feel like that game against Coco yesterday was very emotional for her.
Could be, yeah.
Right? And I feel like she had an emotional letdown today. I think, it actually said it after she lost. After she won. I said that's probably not a good thing for her. Because she beat somebody who she's been knowing for a very long time. She's seen their family and her family's coexist in the same world.
And they trained in
the same. That's what I'm saying when I say same co-world. And I feel like that is things that that's going to happen where you are in that position where you're around that small native families, and that's going to be something issue that she's going to have to deal with moving forward. Of taking her, because she actually came out there looking like she was ready to dominate that game.
But she had a lot to lose.
But at the same time, though, there's a lot of pressure on her side. At the same time,
she came out there with a focus and determination. That's hard to replicate unless you have that in your backbone, in your DNA, like Serena has, right? Mm-hmm. And that's just something that Serena does that we always got to marvel on because that shows her greatness. Now, to Melo.
Yeah, to Melo.
Melo to the Nets, I think it's a good sign, a good place for him. I mean, being New York is being New York, but coming off the bench, being a veteran presence, maybe just showing these guys, you know, how to. He seems to be training all the time based off his videos on Instagram, right? And that his one of his trainers, I think it's Brinkley, who's online with Puma. He's I follow him on the gram. That it seems like they're always training. He's always trying to show and work on with his son and other players. So I feel like he has a lot of his tank to give to the NBA. But is this going to be a farewell tour for him? Is this last season? That's what the Nets going to have to deal with moving forward because the Nets got to figure out, like, is this a 1 year thing or is this a 2 year, 3 year thing? Yeah. This is going to be something they're going to have to figure out moving forward because of the fact that he does still present a problem when it comes to your cap. Mm-hmm. He's going to be a veteran. He's going to get the certain veteran minimum or veteran salary. So you have to blend that in, and you're trying to grow your roster out too. You got KD who's getting 35, maybe 40 million a year. You got Kyrie who's getting 30, 35, maybe 40 million a year. You just gave Levert a 70 million, 75 million extension. You also have the center there. I think he's up for a contract pretty soon.
Talking about DeAndre Jordan. You got him.
Not even Jordan.
The dude from Texas.
Jordan got 40 million, but the other
Texas, dude from Texas,
Afro. That guy.
Yeah, the dude that get rebound and block shot from Texas.
That guy, his contract is up or it's coming up soon.
That's the guy.
You got a lot of money coming out of the Nets. So the Nets I'm pretty sure they want to be flexible with their cap.
You get them a veteran minimum.
But you still want to be flexible with your cap, and you want to grow your team at the same time.
Yeah.
Because 2 years later, a year later, he may not be there.
Right.
So it's what it's going to be that, and I think he's acceptable to role. This is the thing about him; he's going to have to figure that out. But here's the thing about Melo. Personally, he's going through certain issues. You got to realize personally, he's got some difficulties. Not even difficulties. He's got some things that he's going to clear up from his personal and his background. From his personal situation, whether it was wife, anything else, right? So he's got to know that that's going to always be in the forefront of the news if he stays in Brooklyn, right? And he's got a kid who stays in New York or New Jersey, where they stay at, and you always going to know that's going to be the forefront. And his kids at that age, like 13, 14. So
they hear it.
He hears all the chatter, he hears all the information. So those things got to be a part of what he considers moving forward.
All right, Don.
I think Melo will be a good situation, and it'll be good for him in New Jersey. And the reason I think he'll be good in New Jersey is like you said earlier, and like James just said, they do have young talent in New Jersey, and I think his presence with KD and Kyrie, who have been on winning teams, who have been on teams that won championship, he can be that presence to say, okay, these are the mistakes I made, you know what I'm saying? So they have a good camaraderie. And like they be together in the summer and things like that. I do think he has a lot more in the tank. I think Melo you can get 2 or 3 years out of Melo. Because one specific skill that Melo has that a lot of people don't have on offense, he can shoot the mid-range. Mm-hmm. And when you can shoot the mid-range jump shot, that takes away, that helps you out as a scorer more than anything else. Yeah. You don't have to run straight to the three-point line because you have so many people in the NBA today want to run straight to the three-point line. Yeah. As to Melo, he can shoot around the arc. So that will keep him in the game a lot. So if he's willing to take on the role like James and like we've always talked about, if he's willing to take on the role of coming off the bench, being that sixth man, because guess what? That sixth man get a lot of shots. He always get a lot of shots. Even if he has an off night, he's still going to get his shots. And the biggest thing, he's in the East. You see what I'm saying? He's in the East, so he don't have to. He's going to have. I mean, you got some pretty good teams in the East, but it's not like the West where you're going to have a lot of wear and tear because the West is stout. But by him being in the East, he's going to get his shots. Whether he started, whether he come off the bench. But by coming off the bench, he's going to get more shots than a lot of other people that's playing in the East. And I just think that, like James said, his personal issues, I think it's affecting him on the floor because you always hear the chat.
And affecting teams signing him.
Exactly, and it affects team signing him. So and
is that a narrative that had been built? Because it's just all of a sudden this came out by him not.
I think it's built by him.
I think it's built by him
and his choices he's made as moving forward in his career.
And
I think it got emphasized on. Sorry, Don.
Go ahead.
I'm cutting you off like you normally cut everybody else off, right?
Cut off Junior.
It feels really good right now. It feels real good. I can cut you off. I can cut you off like this. It feels very good, right?
It's all good.
But I feel like his emphasis on his career and being, I mean, quote unquote, sometimes being labeled as a selfish player, has his personal life and his purposes emphasized on his career as far as basketball. So what I mean by that is, I think if me and you, Keon, are at our career ends, right? Where you're Dwayne Wade, I'm Canelo. But Dwayne Wade's always kept his personal life out of what his basketball career is to a certain standpoint. People are willing to deal with you for a certain perspective. They're like, okay, well, you know what, I would deal with him because personally he's never put that in part of his basketball business. Mm-hmm. But now I feel like because that has involved his basketball business, right? Being on a yacht with some chick that nobody really knows about, and now you gotta explain that normally leads people want to keep you out of their ball club because they're like, listen, you personally have always had these issues that's out here, and we want to keep that out of our organization. Because at the end of the day, we always got to remember they're like Fortune 500 companies, right? And you work for a certain business, you come with a lot of personal baggage, you do your background check, and see all this personal baggage behind you. They're gonna realize, like, are you really worth that issue, the headache, and the issues moving forward? So that's the thing about it. I see for him. That's just my personal standpoint.
You just had like a whole 2 segments, though.
I did.
Yeah, man. That man can't even speak.
Oh no, I'm good.
I'm really good.
So I'm good, bro.
I'm really good though.
So really, like, so who's the leader the next if they sign?
Well, I think Kyrie. Well,
Kyrie,
let me say this. It's a dude. I would say this.
I think it's still KD, even though he hurt.
I think the dude citizenship.
It's hard to be
I think it's
when you're not playing.
But I think it's both.
Because he's off, kind of rehabbing. He's not in the huddle. He's not in the trenches per se with the team. So it's hard to be he can be a leader from the outside, but being a leader like on the floor, being in the huddle, being in the meetings all the time.
But that leader is very easy. That leader is who's the center they just signed?
DeAndre Jordan.
That's the leader.
He's not a leader either, man.
Why you don't think he is?
Hey, bro, when he was with the Clippers, you wouldn't have thought of him as no leader.
But that's because he had a little bird chirping at him.
No, I
think Paul was chirping at him.
To me, I think it's more about committing. Because if you look at DeAndre, you look at Kyrie.
I like this ball, by the way. Go ahead.
You look at DeAndre, you look at Kyrie, you look at KD. They weren't the leader of their teams. It was by committee. And I think they've been in the league enough years where they can do it by committee. You see what I'm saying? Because 9 times out of 10, the young guys are going to look at them together, not individually. Because guess what? Kyrie don't win a championship. KD don't win a championship. DeAndre done been there, but he's not been to the championship. But he's been in a lot of games where it was meaningful. Yeah, so they're going to look to them as a core group together to get the best out of that team. Yeah. And I think by them being leaders together, I think they can make a lot of strides with that team.
All right, so we're gonna keep it on. The NBA. There's been a lot of news, and this I think this been going on for years. The beef between Dwight Howard and Shaq, and I think it really started over this whole Superman thing. Mm-hmm. And Shaq, you don't really have to keep going at Dwight Howard, bro. We know you were a real Superman. You was better in Orlando than him. You was better than LA with him. So, and I just think Shaq just looked for opportunities.
He trolling.
Just throw shots at every time. Because I'm like, bro, you and Kobe going back and forth. How Dwight get in this? Hey, and then people didn't get it. He did like the whole rap battle where he spelled his name wrong. So So Shaq is very clever, bro. And, what y'all think about the whole Dwight? Shaq beef, and then Shaq try to come and give him some words of encouragement.
Stop, Shaq. Stop, Shaq. I think you know what? I think Shaq looks at Dwight and says, dude, you need to be better. Period. We look at it the same way and say, Dwight, you need to be better. Because when Dwight first got to Orlando, he was rebounding, he was scoring. Now, granted, he didn't have all the 10-foot jump shot that we expect him to have. He couldn't shoot from the outside, but he played hard. He played hard. He got rebounds. He got his little jump hook that he had. He dunked. He did, the small stuff that you would look for a lot of people to do. I just think Dwight, he just, for some reason, basketball wasn't his thing. Because you can.
No, hold up. What you mean?
But I just think that he didn't come to play every night that everybody expected him to do. He didn't do the thing that could have made him great. You see what I'm saying?
That's most NBA players.
And I agree. And I disagree. And that's most NBA players. And that's why when we look at people like LeBron, like KD, like Kobe, we look at these guys, and some might dislike LeBron, some might dislike Kobe. But it's one thing that you can say about a lot of these guys. They came to play every night. They prepared their bodies, they prepared their minds.
Worked on their game.
And they worked on their game. As to Dwight, he said, I'm 6'10", 6'11", I'm just gonna play just to be playing. People are not hearing that no more. Yeah. People want to see, dude, we want to get your ass on the floor and play. Period. We ain't got time for this, man, I'm just playing just to be playing. It's not about that anymore. Because you know what's gonna happen now? What's happening is, it's about them chips. And I think that's why a lot of people are dropping at the FIBA and all these other things, because guess what? It's about chips now. It ain't about, well, we just out here playing because we friends, or we playing because of this. No, it's no more, which I love about basketball. Because if you're going to play, play. Forget all about the foolishness, we friends, we boys, we go hang out on the boat together, we go do this. And I think that's what Melo is figuring out now is, you know what? It is about the chips. Because a lot of guys go through their NBA career and don't realize people measure you on ships, and not just because who you played with, is can you get to that ship. And I think that's why a lot of movement in the NBA and a lot of guys starting to figure out, yeah, you might have went to the playoffs a couple of times, you might have did this, but can you win that ship? And I think that's why Shaq is looking at Dwight Howard and said, dude, you could have been one of the greats, but you laughed it off. You see what I'm saying?
You want to
nay and Dougie and do all the other, BS that you've been doing. No, it's about the ships. People judge people on ships. Maybe that, and to a fan standpoint, that could be wrong. But at the end of the day, that's what you're going to be judged on. What did you give to the game? What did you give to the game?
What's your legacy?
What's your legacy?
All right, JD.
So everything you said was interesting. Interesting concept, interesting logic, right? But here's some facts, right? So
you just researched that on your laptop?
I just absolutely did. That's what you're supposed to do. And I had to shake the table several times to do it, right? Which we both know that it causes issues and problems with these little loose mics, right? But so the Dwight's initial year in the NBA, he averaged 12 points, 10 boards.
That's solid.
2004, hold on. 2004. That was 2004. 2005, 15, and 12. 2006, 17, and 12. 2007, 20, and 14. 2008, 20, and 13. And then 2009, 18, and 13. And in 2010, one of his peak years, he averaged 22 and 14 on 59% shooting, right? Which is really, really great numbers. Are these Shaq numbers? If you look at Shaq's first 8 years, coming 4 years in Orlando, last year in LA, no. But you also got to look at the fact that look at the teams Shaq had around him.
Nice teams.
When he went from Orlando, first of all, when he got to Orlando, number one, he had a better team around.
Quality team, yeah.
He had a better team. Eventually, as far as once he made his exit, then he also, when he got to LA, he had a better team around him. A better team than Dwight had, right? So. I mean, I get it. Shaq was a phenom of a player, but he also played in a certain era of basketball that his bully ball worked. Mm-hmm. And I get what you. I mean, I get it. You feel like this guy's did not maximize his talent, but I mean, 2004 is when Dwight came to the league. Now, last time I checked, he sent that text out a week ago. It is 2019, which means that he has been in the league 15 seasons coming this year. So, I mean, what are we doing now?
He's running scores.
What are we doing? I mean, what are we doing with a guy who's been in the league 15 years, and you can see, I mean, we all seeing it right here. Even his last year Orlando, he had 20 and 14. That's elite numbers. His year in LA with his back problems and Kobe being a spoiled brat, he was 17 and 12 with the Rockets. Even playing with Harden, he still had 18 and 12. I mean, he's had a very productive year. Is he the most focused player? Absolutely not. I mean, the fact that man is growing his hair, he's in his 30s, growing his hair out.
We ain't gonna forget he stole money from the Wizards last year.
He did, and he's 33 years old.
Who haven't stolen money from the Wizards?
John Wall still.
Exactly.
He's 33 years old, and he's growing cornrows. Like, we already know, like, yo, that is already tells you how he thinks about himself in that certain logic, right? Like, why are you growing cornrows in your 30s?
Grown man.
But at the end of the day, you gotta be real. And the realization of it all is, the guy has had a very productive career. He just, at the tail end, he's doing what Shaq did, right?
Flop around.
I hated the Shaq.
Miami Heat Shaq.
He was kind of productive in Miami.
Phoenix Suns Shaq.
Yeah,
The
Boston
Cavs,
Cavs,
Cleveland.
Cavs, and the Celtics. Oh my
Oh,
God.
yeah. That
He
Boston
ran out of the field, hurt his hands. He rushed his Achilles. Yeah, he got shot and fell out. Like, what the hell? Are you talking about him? And he's been in the league. Hold on now.
They've been in the league more years.
Hold on now. Shaq's been in the league 15 years. Shaq was in the league in 93. And when he got to the Celtics, it was 2010, 2011.
He was like Travis
18 years. He went in there. He played 37 games. Started 36. He averaged 9 points. And oh my God, he had 4 rebounds and he even finished the season. Got shot in the leg from the Achilles and fell out.
Yeah, Shaq.
Dog, come on, bro.
But you know, Shaq.
Come on, Shaq.
Shaq argument point would be is this.
In my prime years.
In my prime years, I won shit.
Well, hold on. Kobe said your prime maybe I should have 12 rings instead of.
No, I don't disagree with you. No, I don't disagree with you. I'm just saying what he's going to tell Dwight. He's going to tell Dwight, hey, bro, during my prime years, I won these
Shaq was the most
shit.
dominant player I saw, you can say, in his prime years.
Yeah,
I would say that is a very bad use.
No, I don't disagree with you, JD. But I'm saying that's what he's going to tell. That's what he's going to tell
I
Dwight.
want to ask, right?
I'm just saying, Keon just said it. Hold on, and Keon, I'm going to dive into your question real quick. You just said Shaq's most dominant player that you've seen in his prime years.
Right.
And I would say that's absolutely false.
Really?
Who you got?
Who you got?
Because that kid from Wilmington, North Carolina,
George.
that grown man
from Brooklyn,
who won
New York.
6, well, he's ready for Wilmington, North Carolina. I don't care about no Brooklyn, New York. Wilmington, North Carolina. Right? That kid won 6 chips, could have won 8. So how are you more dominant than a player who control the NBA?
But I'm talking about from a physical, just bully ball,
Well,
just nasty, just.
That's fantastic, right?
Yeah.
So did Jordan not play in the post his last 3 years? Did he not dominate? Did he not average 33, 34 points in the game?
But
Come on,
Shaq-
did he not win Defensive Player of the Year?
He
Did
won.
he win 6 MVP? How many Shaq MVPs Shaq won? Oh, one.
One.
So how many times we gonna talk about how Shaq was the most physically dominant player when Michael Jordan won 6 chips, had 4 MVPs, won all 6 MVPs.
And was all
in the
defensive
finals.
player and
All defensive player. Was defensive player of the year. Was Shaq defensive player of the year? Never.
He about that life.
So how do you are the most
Well, we know-
physical dominant? Yeah, you were bigger and taller and stronger than folks. Yeah, that's great. But you weren't a dominant player. Like physically dominant. Because the physically dominant player was Michael Jordan. Stop it.
Okay, so back to Shaq, right?
Question, brother.
My thing is, can I ask a question? Is the White Hollow a Hall of Famer?
Yes.
No.
Yes. Yes.
You think he is, right? So elaborate.
Well,
elaborate.
so-
no, hold up.
Does
Elaborate.
the NBA have their own Hall of Fame?
No.
You right.
College.
Yes.
Even though the white came from high school.
Yeah.
But
He a Hall of Fame. From the
you
numbers.
count the Olympics. You got Olympic
I don't
gold
think
medal.
he didn't go to Olympics.
Yes, he did.
He
He
did.
played on the Olympics. He won the redemption team.
He was That's what
Yeah,
I'm
so
saying.
He's in there, gotta go
Melo gonna get in there.
Melo the first way, right?
Chris
Melo
Paul
got
started. He came off
Oh,
the
I
bench.
forgot
Yeah,
the
so
white
he's
zone.
a Hall of Famer just from a pure number.
And you got to give it to him for that.
Yeah, you're right.
Because then you got to stop Melo. But Melo got
The chip, she got the college chip. That's
He
why
got
I
college.
Melo.
And Melo was a prolific
Melo was a
scorer.
killer in the Olympics.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
was
he
a
was that
prolific
man.
scorer. He's a
He was
two-time
great at
gold
DB.
medalist, four-time medalist overall. So I think Dwight will be a Hall of Fame just off of the sheer body of work. Just to talk about the whole Dwight Shaq situation, Shaq needs to stop, bro. It gets to a point where like you gotta stop beating on the little brother.
Yeah, let it go.
Let it go, dog. And I think people need to realize Dwight is who Dwight is.
Mm-hmm.
He's that guy. He's not gonna be offensively, dominant. He's gonna give you what he give you. He give you hustle points. He's gonna block shots. If Dwight can go to the Lakers and give them
15.
I don't think he's gonna get 15. I don't think he's gonna get enough shots, like
Only
personal
about
shots.
10 points.
I think if he can give them a double,
Yeah, 10 to 10.
you know what I'm saying, 10 and 10, and play solid defense to where AD don't have to play
The
the center, the five.
Yeah.
I think the Lakers will take that, being that they're not paying him any kind of money.
It's not guaranteed.
You know what I'm saying? So that bill, I think he can easily look. The NBA is not where people playing D. I think just from a hustle standpoint, if Dwight can do that and
He gonna
he's
get-
healthy, he can easily average a double.
I think he'll
Look,
get
Jamel McGee had a
15
great year last year.
That's what I'm saying. I think Dwight gonna give you 15 and 10.
No, just off sheer hustle. You know what I'm saying? I think he can give you a double with a couple block
You
shots.
need about 3-4 blocks, 10 and 10.
No, just give you just come and play your role. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on, Jim. What was his last stats?
Who's that?
Before he went to
No,
the.
He always.
I'm telling you, well, let me say this.
He can walk in the city and get 13 and 10.
I think Dwight gonna be a 15.
Dwight.
I think Dwight gonna be a 15 and 10 guy.
Okay.
I really do
he
think
can possibly do
because
it.
this is the thing. He didn't get no miles last year because he was on the bench half the
Stole
time.
money from the Wizards.
I stole, but everybody still.
I don't think it's going to be 15 and 10 because I don't think he'll be on the floor that much.
No, they're gonna need him.
They're gonna definitely have
already
size. They got
I mean, is he going to start?
I don't think
That's
he's gonna start, but this is the thing.
Him and McGee got.
But when that second unit come out, let's say he come out in the second unit, which I think would be smart. You put him on the second unit, he's going to have to score. I'm not saying he's going to get you 20. But I'm just saying he can get you 10
But how's
and
going to
10.
get 15 and 10 when you...
I think he'll get 15 and
A
10.
lot of scores going to go for LeBron and go through AD.
And Kuzma.
But he's going to be around the basket enough to get you 15.
But I think it really depends.
Yo, 15 points, 10.
But I think if he's going to be in that second unit, who's going to be on the floor with him, right? Like if is it going to be AD LeBron? Is he going to be matched up with him and AD? Like that's a bad matchup. I don't really like. I think like if he's in the second unit, I think he needs to be on the floor.
It would be him, Rondo,
or either him and LeBron. Somebody that's to facilitate to him, pick and roll, be able to come off, be able to do a lob.
Rondo.
That type of need to be a situation for him in that second unit.
So what if they get Melo?
I mean, I think even if they get Melo,
I think you let the Melo dream go. Because he's not going to.
Yeah, LeBron had a chance.
Like, you keep going on and on about Melo. I understand. We don't understand it at all.
I think Dwight just needs to beat Dwight and block out what people saying.
Yeah.
Right.
He's letting people get in his head and worry about, oh, well, Dwight is this. Oh, well, he went to Washington, he let his butt hurt, he played against him. You know what I'm saying? Like, block out the noise and just ball.
And just play.
You know what I'm saying? Even though playing with LeBron, he's going to have that circus. He's going to have the media on him all the time. The spotlight
He's
is
going
there
back to
on
LA.
Lakers. But at the same time, don't worry about what Kobe's saying. That situation didn't work.
It's done.
Who cares? Don't worry about what Shaq is saying. Y'all were two different type of players. Y'all follow the same path. You know what I'm saying? Went from Orlando to the Lakers. Who cares? Go out there and show the people why you're going to be a Hall of Fame eventually. And just ball, though. Like, don't worry about what people saying. Because at the end of the day, people's opinion don't matter.
Well, what do y'all think about, and then Cam may jump into your second right here, but what do you think about Kobe's comments about Shaq?
Well,
His own point.
No.
His own point.
I don't want to start with you.
Why you want to start with me?
The
LA
LA
man, the fake Laker fan.
Fake man who loves
He's a Laker.
Fake Laker fan.
He's a Los Angeles Nets.
No, yeah.
Los Angeles Lakers.
Los Angeles Lakers.
but y'all tripping. But if anybody saw it, because like y'all said, I'm definitely Kobe fan, and I watched this whole interview from beginning to the start, which was a great interview.
I bet it was.
He did a great job. He gave a lot of intel.
Let me quick question for you. I know you want to keep my, and I love your insight you're laying out there. Is Bryce Everton Mamba the
Academy.
I would love for Bryce to send Mamba.
Bryce never gonna attend
Kobe, if you listen to bro,
Academy.
you want to attend Mamba Academy. Everybody need that Mamba mentality.
All right, here we go. Go ahead, brother.
So, but yeah, it was a great interview. And you know, they were probably paying Kobe a lot of money for that interview. I'm quite sure, probably $1 million.
Well, you know,
easily.
He came to Bama and spoke.
Yeah.
And they didn't give him $1 million. But he definitely came to Bama and spoke.
And I think he just had to get something for the people. And I think people took that comment he made about Shaq out of just push out of content. Because the media just needs something. You know had the Kobe and Shaq beef for years. They done got past
Did
that.
you see Shaq's response?
Yes, but
and Shaq's response is like, hey,
right.
You don't work if you don't get stadiums outside, you don't work.
Right. And that's the thing. And that's what I'm saying. He didn't say Shaq didn't work hard. He said the question was.
He said he didn't train.
No. The question was if Shaq trained. If Shaq had your work habit.
Yeah.
Kobe's work habit is a different animal.
Yeah.
He didn't say Shaq didn't work out. He's saying my work habit. Like Kobe, everybody know Kobe work habit.
But you know what Kobe should have said? You can't compare the two.
No, but
Shaq had his work habit. I had mine.
But he asking the question.
But he threw him under the bus the way he asked it.
Let me ask you this though, because you just brought a good point. Do you think Kobe's work habit was better than Jordan's?
Phil.
Hold on. He would have more rings than Jordan.
But Phil said.
Jordan smoked cigars.
But Phil said.
And gamble.
But when Phil
I
wrote.
don't know if he drank though. We can't verify. That's a legend.
But when Phil wrote the book, he said Kobe work ethic was than any other player he ever seen.
But then why he doesn't have 6 rings?
Well, because Shaq didn't work out.
And why he ain't 6-0?
Because Shaq didn't work out.
Why he ain't 6-0 in championship?
But listen, let me stay on my topic.
I'm just saying.
So
and hold on. And Kobe had worse sons.
So let me ask you this question, Keith. So we talk about this, because here's the problem I have with what he said in one aspect that I really have a big problem in. And Shaq brought this up, and I have a problem with Shaq too. I don't like the fact that y'all keep trying to act like the Pistons' victory was just some anomaly, and y'all just didn't play.
They got pounded.
Y'all because play well, not playing well to a certain degree, and NBA still should give you 2 games. Y'all should have got 1. The 1 game you got was the last time you shot by Kobe. We should have swept you. So my problem is, I want you to answer this. Why does Kobe not really want to give us the credit for
Nobody.
Kobe? Kobe and Shaq. Right. Shaq. Why do y'all want to give it to him?
Well,
we ate y'all alive.
That year,
you had one more. You had a better record than us.
That year, I'm surprised them cats even made it to the. I'm surprised they beat San Antonio that year because there was a lot going on there. You had Kobe fighting the rape case. You had him and Shaq beefing. You had Karl Malone and Kobe beefing. He trying to smash Vanessa. There's just a lot going on there.
Imagine you can't prove it.
Yeah, and then you had an older team, and then Karl Malone get hurt. They don't even play the finals, which was huge.
But y'all still had quality players. So
you still had issues.
You still
had issues. And I just want to know why they not want to give the Pistons the credit they deserve for running through y'all. Because not all 3 games in Detroit was not competitive.
Right. But
they smashed you every game.
But that Piston team that year was a hell of a series.
We went back to back. We went back to the finals again.
Yeah, that defense on that team was hell of was great.
We kept Larry Brown. We won both championships 2 years in a row.
But back to the Shaq comment. I don't think he was throwing Shaq under the bus. I just think he was throwing out of confidence. If you ask me, if he had my work ethic, he'd have been the greatest player of all time. He was saying because I'm the one. I wasn't saying Shaq should be like, if I get hurt on company time, I'm going to train on company time. And even Shaq said it, y'all saw the interview with Shaq and Kobe, he was like, I ain't trained because I know I had you.
But Key, here's my problem with that statement. Kobe ain't the greatest player of all time.
He's not.
So why does it work out should be
But you gotta think, in Kobe's time, he's the greatest player.
But here's the problem.
He's not.
This is what I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. Yeah.
Kobe ain't the greatest player of all time. So why do you think why do you think your work habit is gonna make you apply to Shaq to make him the greatest player of all time? You're not the greatest player of all time. If you were the greatest player of all time, like the definitive people says it, and it's out there and it's across the public and it's even debatable at times, I get it. If you're the greatest player of your era, He may not even be the greatest player of his era at one point of his time.
But listen, just imagine this, right? You tell me if Shaq would have put in the work to make free throws, you think Shaq wouldn't be arguably the greatest player of all time?
Some players just not great.
But I'm just saying,
Magic Johnson wasn't great at free throws.
That's what I'm trying to say though.
But just imagine how many points Shaq could have averaged.
Keep listen to what I'm saying though.
That's the same thing with LeBron.
You're saying,
but LeBron hit more free throws than Shaq.
Key, you literally him saying that is like saying, "Hey man, my work ethic is so profound and great that if he would have adapted, he would have been the greatest player of all time." And at the end of the day, that can't even be true because you're not the greatest player of all time.
But he
wasn't.
But he wasn't 7'2", 300, 200.
Well, the greatest player of all time isn't 7'2", 300 pounds.
But that's what he's saying. Shaq could have. That would have separated Shaq.
But
he that big, that physical, that fast.
Listen what I'm about to say. Listen what I'm saying. Michael Jordan is the same measurement, maybe an inch or two higher, shorter. Who knows? A weight, I don't know. He is the same measurement as Kobe. He's also considered as the greatest player of all time. Kobe is not considered one of the greatest players of all time.
ESPN got him ranked 12.
So why in the world does Kobe think his work ethic and what he does is going to make 7'2" player great, and he's not greater than the person who's 6'6" coming out of Chicago? Come on, man. That don't even make sense. That's like saying, hey man, listen, we both got talent. That's the difference between me and you walking through both talent. And you got measurements different than my measurements. That's understood. If you like, hey man, if you apply my talent and apply my work ethic with your talent, yeah, that makes sense. Because I don't have the measurements you have. Mm-hmm. The greatest player in the NBA that people say who's the greatest player in the NBA has the same measurements as Kobe. And Kobe's not greater than him. So how in the world does he feel like, his work ethic gonna be make Shaq better?
And on top of this, Kareem got the most points, but Michael Jordan's the greatest player. I'm just saying.
But some people say Kareem is the greatest, but it depends on what
era you in. You're absolutely right.
Everybody don't say Michael Jordan.
You're absolutely right. But Kobe does not come up at all as the greatest player ever. And that's all I'm saying.
He ain't talking about even in the top 5.
Like, they look at LeBron higher than him.
Hold on,
a lot of players say Kobe is higher than him.
I'm just trying to say.
Why we gotta talk about? We not talking about LeBron.
Because
all I'm just saying is
I just brought that up.
All I'm just saying is to say your work habit is better. That really means you think highly of your work habit. If you don't understand your work habit may not even be better than the greatest player that you try to eclipse and you couldn't because he's greater than you. And he has more rings than you, and he's been more flaws than you in the finals.
Yeah. So
I really I'm gonna.
And he's never been a sidekick.
But I'm gonna close out and say I didn't take his comment disrespectful.
I didn't think it's disrespectful. It wasn't thought out to me.
Right? He could have said it
a whole different way. Like he was trying to be real and it's like, bro, come on.
And I think he had to get the guy something. He's paying a lot of money, so
who cares?
You have to get a guy something.
But this is the thing about Kobe. You've been a professional all this time. You've been out of the league all this time. You know how to answer questions, bro.
Yeah, you do. Bro.
You know how to answer questions. You've been in the limelight all your career. You've been in LA all your career. You know how to answer questions.
And listen, he's had other conversations, situations of that magnitude. He knows better. He knows how to diffuse situations, keep certain things going. I think he really
Kobe, you know what? I just think in Kobe's mind, just himself personally, he feels he's the greatest player of all time.
He should feel that way.
I don't. And you're right. He should have, but he's not. And I think, yeah, you might say he didn't throw him under the bus, but Kobe did it on purpose. Because that's who Kobe.
But Kobe speaks his mind.
So that's what I'm saying. So you can't use
that's how he felt.
So that's what I'm saying. So you can't use the excuse that he gave them something. Kobe said what he wanted to say. Period. I mean, you got to respect it. Now I give him respect for saying that because he said what he wanted to say. I respect you for that. If that's how you feel, that's what you say. Okay. Don't sugarcoat it.
Now let's transition to what we was.
Can I get my opinion?
Oh, you ain't know my bad. Yeah.
Y'all tripping, man.
Okay.
I thought you already gave your pick.
You ain't said nothing about the Shaq situation.
How you get it, dog?
How you get it, Kobe?
I didn't talk about it, bro.
I interjected. I didn't get my say. I want my 5 minutes of fame.
Female, bro.
So, just to get my opinion.
I'm sorry.
Kobe down there.
Sorry.
That's why I didn't say Kobe
That's
down
a
there.
JD comment. We love females.
We love ladies.
I would say Kobe down there. That's all I gotta say.
That's all you.
You stopped there for that 5 minutes.
I wanted my second of fame, dog.
Aaron Donald over here.
I need a haircut.
Pittsburgh.
I'm looking terrible.
Aaron Donald, dog.
Look, Pittsburgh guy. Look,
Aaron
Pittsburgh
Donald.
guy.
Man, they look Aaron Donald, man. That's been Aaron
That's
Donald.
balling right now.
You like you got an Aaron Donald cut. You look his father. He's a way he's in different shape than you, but
Hey, it's all good. If I was making $25 million, I'd be ripped up too.
would you?
Yeah, I would have a trailer, I would have a chef,
Would you?
all that. Yeah, all that. I'd be drinking vino, some red wine and stuff. No, my blood. Yeah, I
LeBron drinks?
Yeah, he drink the vino.
You'll be
drink the red wine, dog. Him and Melo.
Big
My
Sam,
man,
Mello stop drinking it.
him, Chris Paul, D Wade, you know what I'm saying?
Sitting around here.
Yeah.
How's your Vino?
Yeah,
My
Vino,
Vino,
you got to smell that thing, man.
Yeah, my Vino. 300 bottle, yes.
Yeah.
Now, speaking of LeBron, what y'all think about him trying to trademark something that people? I think they even got restaurants saying using
Taco. Everybody uses
Taco
it.
Bell.
Everybody uses it.
So, what are your thoughts on him going? I get it, you want to make money, but you didn't invent someone.
It's not about
theme,
inventing.
Taco Tuesday.
But-
Ray, since Donovan and Ray, I'm gonna let y'all two talk about it because I don't even think it's worthy of talking.
To me personally, it is what it is. I mean, everybody make money off of people's stuff. People can say things, do things, and other people come in and get a trademark of it and make the money from it. So what he's doing is nothing new. I mean, this goes on every day in life, every day in business, whatever. I just think that, LeBron he's like anybody. That was his whole mission to moving out to the West Coast.
Well, we don't want that mission. We want him to bring a championship.
No, I agree with you. I agree with you wanting him to win a championship, but you be looking at a different time where now it's more about branding. It's more about getting paid, getting different sponsorships, and it's been going on for years. This is nothing new, and I think the only reason it's a big issue because of LeBron.
Yeah, he's popular, bro.
Because of LeBron. If it was Kobe, it'd be out there.
But Kobe wouldn't be doing. Kobe focused on right now winning the championship.
Yeah, but this is the thing.
Different people, bro, do different
Different
things.
people. You got to think about.
Kobe turned down to be in what was the movie Spike Lee directed with
Guess
Ray
what?
Allen?
Guess what?
He got game.
Yeah, he was supposed to be that guy. He turned it down because he said, "I'm focused
That's a
on
leading
winning
role.
the
Like you,
championship."
that take a lot of time away from.
But Keith, this is the thing. People have won championships even outside of that.
Yeah.
Magic Johnson ran wild for years.
Yeah.
He won a championship. Nobody complained about that.
Yep.
AC Green ran well. He didn't do
AC Green's
anything,
a
but he
very
won a
good
championship.
bird.
But you got to think. People have ran wild and still won a championship. So I don't even think that had nothing to do with it. I just think just because it's LeBron, people gonna make a big issue about it, and it's a talking point. If it was anybody else, it wouldn't be no talking point.
Yep.
Is it a big issue? No. Because people trademark stuff every day. People come up with different things, and somebody will swoop right on in and make it a trademark.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, Taco Tuesday is Taco Tuesday. Who cares if LeBron trademark it or not? Who cares? It is what it is. It's all about, can LeBron win a championship in LA? Can he get it done? Can the people around him get it done? Can the management and the LA organization get it done? That's what it's all about. Taco Tuesday don't mean nothing. Who cares? Who cares?
Okay.
I mean, I think from a business standpoint, why not try to make money off of it?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, bro, I mean, it's up for the patent people to agree to it or not.
Yeah,
It's
it
like
is.
Time Terrific. Nobody complained when Time Terrific tried to trademark Time Terrific.
He just got denied.
You know what I'm saying? Like he say, look, I might as well capitalize on this. It's something I could possibly do long term. Maybe make some money off of it, or whatever the case may be. But it's popular.
Yeah.
The man, they got T-shirts. You know what I'm saying? Like the kids doing it. Like he's just riding the wave. And I think at the end of the day, it's nothing to be knocked on. Like why is he doing it? People have done it before. People will try to trademark shit all the time. You know what I'm saying? But he's just taking it a step further to say, why not do it? Because at the end of the day, you never know where that could lead. That could lead to a franchise. That could be leading to anything that, to possibly add money to his family, going forward. But, at the end of the day, it's not only reason it's a topic of conversation because it's LeBron. Like he's probably the second most popular person, especially from a social media standpoint, other than Ronaldo. You know what I'm saying? Or Leo Messi. From a whole, follower standpoint.
The kid from Brazil.
Yeah, Neymar. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just because LeBron who he is.
I don't know. Since the summer started, Taco Tuesday. People been
Taco Tuesday.
Been saying Taco Tuesday. You don't food and feel like you can trademark something. I mean, trademark something and think like, yo, you can make money off of it.
Maybe that's mad.
No, he's been a capitalist and he's been a stupid capitalist at that.
Maybe
so that makes it worse.
That
just makes it worse. And he's even worse with his little midget self. So it's just like, yo, two
guys.
Tell
us how you really feel.
It's two guys.
We're not discriminating about midgets.
Tell us how you really feel.
We're not discriminating about midgets.
If blood pressure went high on that trip, right?
Midget
He
self.
got hot real quick.
What gets me annoyed about these guys, and this is not a race thing, logic thing. It's just a frame of mind of how much money you really want, right? Like how much money you feel like you need to have in your career and your family. I mean, I'm sure Ronnie's gonna be great. I'm sure. What's his youngest son?
Hold on.
Bryce's gonna be great.
We don't get mad at politicians. We don't get mad at politicians when they do it.
No, I don't care. I don't like them doing it either. So my thing is, at the end of the day, how much money you really feel like you're gonna make out of this deal, and you're not gonna make. Because listen, if it's a trademark situation, anyway, I'll vote no on him just because of ignorance and dumbness. And you were for the goal to pull up here and say Taco Tuesday. Not no Mexican person who actually invented tacos. They didn't think about Taco Tuesday. You was a person yelling on Taco Tuesday because you had it at your house.
Right.
You didn't even brought it out to anybody else, right? You didn't thought about Taco Bell or anybody else, any tacos, no organization out there that maybe even thought about, hey, we're gonna make, because it's a T, we're gonna make it taco, we're gonna match the taco up with Tuesday because that's a T. You think you're the smartest person in the world that you and your people gonna say, hey man, is there a trademark? I don't know. Is it? Oh no. It can't be free speech or logical or marketing. Like it's gotta be you saying I'm gonna trademark so anybody else market. It ain't like a 3-peat, which is what Pat Riley trademarked, because that was actually never even known for. Because there's never a 3-peat before he did it.
Right.
So that's different. This is an idiot move. With idiot people around him, with idiot friends. And they're just idiots together. Rich Paul and what is the other one? Maverick and his little sidekick Randy boy. So all of them together. This is how I feel about it.
I need the uninterrupted to follow us on our YouTube channel. We don't really talk about people like that. So James, we're gonna exclude you off this time.
They ain't a part of our Instagram either. But guess what?
They need to be.
I tagged them. They ain't follow, so you can be a part of it too. You can be a part of saying idiot logic. And I hope that he told y'all. I hope he didn't tell y'all to do it. I hope you just did it on your own, so you don't look like even bigger idiots. I don't want to curse on this podcast. That's why I'm saying idiots. So that's how I feel about it, man. Keep it run with me, bro.
All right, so there it is. We get to take on Taco Tuesday. James really,
he went really in on Taco.
Hey, LeBron, new one.
Don't we have Taco Tuesday tomorrow?
Yeah, tomorrow.
Tuesday.
LeBron will be yelling in front of his Instagram followers.
Yeah, he gonna go live. James gonna follow. No, he's not gonna watch it. He gonna follow that.
Army Brothers are following. Army Brothers, I got us following.
Yeah.
But on my personal IG,
It's Taco
ain't no damn follow no damn. Ain't no follow no LeBron, ain't no Taco yelling at Taco. Like yo, and then you want to cater to tacos at that. Like
Next start.
you cater to tacos, you don't even make them yourself. Personally, you chef makes the tacos, and then you're gonna try to say, I made this branding up, I made this marketing up, I made this logic up, but I got my chef making the tacos.
Mm-hmm.
We ain't making our own shelves.
Yeah.
We ain't making our own taco shelf.
So AD, I guess you would turn down the invite to go by LeBron and have Taco Tuesday.
No, he's been there.
I say
No,
no,
Taco
you will.
Tuesday.
You would turn down the invite.
You like I said, 80.
I said, yeah.
He did.
You know what I'm saying? AD. Yeah, new name, man.
I did.
Wait, what?
AD, would you turn down the invite to go have Taco Tuesday.
No, he wouldn't. He'd be right up in that joint. Taco.
No, man, we gonna win. I ain't messing with Brian.
Hey, that's gonna be right up in there. Hey, yo.
Nah, man.
Look, hey, he'll be on Instagram. He'll be on Instagram.
Yo, I got you.
Taco
Tuesday.
Nice feet, shout out to our girl. I'll sell my soul for nice feet. But the only thing,
I see you, nigga.
only right now. Shout out Augie Brothers. The only thing I would not turn down. From a social media standpoint, folks, the only thing I would never turn down is Service Sunday with Kanye. And then I was I turned down. But if LeBron give me the nice feet, I do taco.
Get your fresh air of LeBron's, dog. You rock the equality.
Yeah, you'll be there.
I got the
equality. You don't bought the sneakers. You'll be there. You don't bought the sneakers. You'll be there.
Now speaking of LeBron, I just heard somewhere he said he was sleeping. It was like about 4 a.m. He heard a ball bouncing. Say it was LeBron Jr. out there getting it in. Say woke him up. He go out there. He say by an hour later, Lil Bryce was out there with him. So
guess what? That's the worst story I ever heard. Like
Ron really was just trying to.
Are you the only? Like your child, the only good person to get up at 5 and want to shoot.
True.
So I watch. Listen, I'm on the gram. I watch other young kids. That little kid, Mikey Williams out of Compton, out of California, he's like in the 9th grade, 8th, 9th grade.
They doing it.
And he is a beast. He's going to the legs dunking. He's in the 8th, 9th grade. He's going to the legs dunking in the 8th, 9th grade. Like you don't think do you really think your child is the only one out there at 5 and 1 shooting jump shots?
Do you even shoot jump shots?
You need to go
down just dunking. Like he was just like working on the dunking.
You need to go down and see them little kids in the hood down there. Pours, I don't know what down there. They down there. Like I saw some video with a Parkway. The Parkway in LA was shut down because of traffic. It's always shut down because of traffic, right? In LA, and some kids dribbling around, got the ball out. He dribbling around with the traffic just sitting still and ain't moving. Look, that's happening.
It happening.
That does not. Your child is not the only. I do not care about your fluid stories about your kid outside at 4 or 5 in the morning playing basketball. That's great, but it happens all the time. And like I said, it's that little kid, Michael Williams. It's a bunch. It's another little kid. It's one kid who is they call him a Skitty KD, the white boy.
Oh yeah.
That came out of nowhere. Came out unranked. Now he's number 5 in the nation. Dog, kids are playing ball every day.
That's how they gotta get it.
Ain't nobody trying to hear about your weak story about Vonnie and Lil Bryce. That's great, man. Listen, that's great. Sometimes it's okay for him to just sit still, shut up, chill, and just chill out.
Hold on. You know what's funny? What? You doing what he wants you to do. Talk about it.
Yeah, but I want him to. Only thing I want him to focus in closing remarks. Focus on winning us a championship in LA.
Okay.
So another great episode. You know, JD got all in his feelings.
That Taco Tuesday, man.
That Taco Tuesday. Taco Tuesday.
Taco Tuesday got a lot of buzz right now.
I didn't want to get that out of my system for a very long time. Every time I see it on the gram,
you gonna say it tomorrow? What you gonna say, Jay?
Taco Tuesday.
So Ray,
ain't gonna see it.
So when we're gonna Ray, you can take us out, or whoever take us out, or do y'all guys closing remark? Closing remark. We're gonna start with you, Ray.
Great bonus show. We're giving our fans a lot of content. Continue to follow us. Continue to blow us up. Man, I love y'all boys, man. Let's continue to be great. We got a global podcast. Let's keep it moving in the right direction.
Hey, man, this is great. It's great being around y'all guys, man. This lovely podcast. You know, let's keep pushing. Let's keep doing what we need to do. James, that Taco Tuesday really bothered you today. Not too much really bothered you, except when Ray pissed you off. Hold on, except when Ray pissed you off about the, you know, Julio and his contract.
Yeah, he was hot.
Those the
past.
You've been hot the past 2. You've been under the collar the last 2 episodes. We've always been here together with the contract and Taco Tuesday.
And Jay, closing remark.
Well, listen, man.
Don't be coming on philosophy, man. I need a thesis. I need some right words, man.
So listen, man. The other day, let me take a couple of seconds for this. So that I haven't been to church in a long time. So a lady posted on the gram the other day, like, listen, if you're trying to look for that word, here's a link, and the link was to First Baptist Church, Lord, right? And I listened to my man talk about financial freedom, which he really didn't talk about a lot of financial freedom, to be honest with you, in my opinion. He said it's going to be serious to the end of the year, but I ain't trying to go against the preacher. He got more to preach about. But he didn't really, he was talking about financial freedom as far as applying to the church and giving back to the church and giving back to the community. And I listened to him, and I said, I got to get back to this show. So, I've been out for a couple of weeks, man. Even the last 2 weeks before that, I was giving my all, giving my interjection in, and I feel like, I got to get back to the show. I got to keep give my all to the show, and help this show keep moving forward, man. So, I want to apologize for you guys because the last couple weeks I wasn't getting back to my show.
It's all good, man. You're traveling, man.
And, now I'm going to get back to the show 100%. And like I told y'all before on our last episode 24, I'm out this week. So shout out to Alabama State University, man. We about to come down that thing. We're going to turn it up. We're going to do what we do.
We're going to beat this kid?
And we're going to win the SWAC.
Ooh.
Shout out to Alabama State University.
You need to stop right
It's our time.
You've
This
been
what we're going to do. Listen, bro.
Must be a shirt too tight or something.
Listen, Grandma need to figure out how to clean their clothes the right way. So we
flash your program.
Have staff.
Y'all got no washing machine.
Don't worry about it.
They had staph infection for a reason. So we want to make sure that that we giving out there. And hey, HBCUs, we're gonna be coming to a city that one of the top games there very soon. So all our listeners
might do homecoming if it ain't cold.
And
that's a good look right there.
And we'll wear sweaters.
So Lance, if you got the
generator, you got the plug, let's go.
We're gonna be there.
Exactly.
So HBCUs, Howard Homecoming, Bowie State, Morgan State, Coppin State, anything in the local area, DC area, and beyond, North Carolina. Listen, North Carolina A&T, all my people's who down there. We trying to get down there too. Yeah, we need a spot down there. We want to do your homecoming. We're gonna be visiting a lot of these universities. We're gonna get back to our community, and we're looking forward to meeting everybody who ever watch our show, is gonna watch the show, potential people gonna watch our show. So, Key, man, take us out for the final words.
Yeah, so keep following the platform on all the social media. Another great show. So Ray, take us out.
Since we a circle of bosses, we're gonna hit that Young Thug Quavo.
Weezy out of here. Weezy out of here. Weezy out of here. Weezy out of here.
We circle boss, the boss.
I don't know. That's Taco Tuesday killed you, bro.
No, I can say that boss.
Divide the shoes, split up the house. Intrude in the west wing, they knocking you out. The XP meal, the book at the spill, just look at the frost. For all of my whips out, I made enough look a little awesome. The circle of bosses, pussy you better not cross it. Bossy, Asian bitch, her pussy be wetter than fossils. I close my feet, my ice and make an announcement. I raise a brick, make her go hike on the mountain. She got a young tay on the neck, like blue out of Honda that spread. I told her it's that time we read.
We damn near got an hour about that one. It was hour.
Yo, that joker was pissed by that time.
Yeah.
Look, I ain't gonna lie. James was like, you know what? Nah, I'm going in on this Taco Tuesday. This Taco Tuesday is about the dumbest. He was hot.